Hi guys. Uh, since my childhood, I've heard my father say that Hindu scriptures hold the secrets of life. The amount of knowledge it holds is way more than the knowledge modern science has. Like almost everything that modern science has discovered was already there in our Vedas. So he has always encouraged me to read Vedas and all. I think I did start learning about Bhagavad Gita. I started reading, but I don't know why I always kept dropping it. But now I'm gonna start the Hindu scriptures journey. And if you're also like me, also wanna know the answers to life. Are also spiritual, not. Mm religious necessarily but spiritual, want to get into the philosophical aspect of life, want to know how did our ancestor build and knew so many great things that we still don't know about. So please join me in this spiritual journey. So this is like the video number 1 where I'm gonna talk about the types of scriptures we like Hindu scriptures has, and like what I have learned till now. Not I didn't know anything. I learned it. Okay, so according to the Hindu scriptures, moksha should be the final goal for the consciousness that is living inside this material body. Do you know what is material body? The body we are living in is material body. I am not the material body. I am the consciousness living inside the material body. How to differentiate between the the consciousness that you're considering yourself and the material body is basically differentiating everything into two things: dualism. Uh, One is Purush, other is Prakriti. Purush is something like the consciousness. Purush is the one that is observing. Observing what? Prakriti. Prakriti is the thing that is being observed. You can see your hands, you can observe your hands. You are not your hands. You can see your eyes, you are not your eyes. Eyes are Prakriti. I am Purush. I am the consciousness. Purush doesn't necessarily mean man. Purush as in the consciousness. Here, it means consciousness. In Hindi, Purush means male. Yeah, do not get confused. It like how we use man instead of human. It is something like that. So, according to the scriptures, there are three mark of attaining moksha. Moksha is the ultimate goal. Three marks of attaining, three paths of attaining the moksha. First is Gyan mark, through knowledge. Second is Bhakti mark, through devotion. Third is Karma mark, through deeds, doing things, right? Okay, so these are three things, and I'm more lenient towards Gyan mark. I'm a science student, and I've always been attracted towards Gyan. But yeah, I'm also a bhakt, a very big bhakt of Krishna. I love Krishna, and I listen to like what is it, bhajans and all, and I love that. But I'm not a consistent bhakti, you may say, but I believe in Krishna and of course Shiv. I see Shiv in the anyway. We are getting off topic. And Karma Marg, I've not explored Karma Marg that much because I'm more leaned towards the Gyan Marg. As I said, I'm more into spirituality and philosophy. So there are many Hindu scriptures, a lot, so many you cannot keep count of them. And the best thing about the Hindu scriptures are you do not have to read them in one sitting. They are supposed to be read during your whole lifetime, not like you just started reading them and in 1 year you gotta complete them all to attain the whole knowledge. No, you gotta read them parts by parts in your life. Like it is based on the time of your life. Like you should read this in your childhood, you should read this in your adulthood. It's something like that. So there are 4 stages of life according to these Hindu scriptures. That is Brahmacharya. First is Brahmacharya, that is from 0 to 25 years. Second is Grahastha. Second is Grahastha. That means when you have to do duties to, like, when you have responsibilities to घर चलाने के लिए, responsibilities, how do I say that, when you have responsibilities on yourself, that is from 26 to 50 years, grahasth. Third stage is vanaprasth, that means retirement, that is from 51 to 75, and after 75 you go into sannyas. That is the fourth and the final stage of life, the human life, this material life. That is the fourth and the final stage, sannyas. Okay, now we're gonna get into the literature. There are 6 branches of Hindu Sahitya, Hindu literature. By Hindu, I do not mean religious, I mean cultural. Or Hindu was never a religion. Hindu was philosophy, the way life was lived. It was very, very big than religion. Calling it religion makes it like it takes away the essence it had. It's so much more than being just the religion. It contains the knowledge about everything. I'm realizing as I'm learning about it. Okay. So there are 6 branches of Hindu Sahitya. First is Shruti. Shruti, okay, I'll explain it afterwards. I'll tell you the branches first. First is Shruti, second is Smriti, third is Itihas, fourth is Puran, fifth is Agam, sixth is Darshan. Okay, first we get into Shruti. Shruti, that literally means that which is heard. That which is heard means Shruti. Shruti's powers lies in the correct pronunciation of the sound. That's why it is either heard or spoken. It was never written, but later it was written for the preservation of it. But Shruti is considered as a Purusha, means not authored by humans. It's believed to be eternal truths revealed to the ancient rishis. When an ancient rishis used to like sit and meditate, these knowledge were revealed to them through the meditation when they used to do dhyan. So Shruti consists of Veda. Ved means knowledge. It comes from the Sanskrit word Vida, which means to know. Veda means knowledge. Okay, Ved are not just one book. It's a whole group of books. Okay, so there are 4 types of Veda: Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda, Atharva Veda. Rig Veda is it's basically a group of books that praise the god, the nature, the cosmic order, and it's like the early philosophical ideas about the creation. Sam Veda is musical chanting during the rituals. It has selective parts of Rig Veda, and it is sung during the rituals, Samved. Yajur Veda is a Veda of sacrificial formulas, like how to do sacrifices and get something you want. You might be really interested in Yajur Veda to like get things you want, but again you're just getting attracted to Maya. It's all Maya, it's not real. Atharva Veda, it's hymns, spells. I'm sorry. Hymns, spells, charms, and like the mantras. They are prayer for health, protection, and prosperities. Okay, so the Vedas are group of books. They are not one book. They are group of books, and these books are divided into four parts: Samhita, Brahman, Aranyaka, and Upanishad. Sanhita and Brahman. I'm sorry if I am pronouncing it wrong because it's been so long I've studied Sanskrit. Okay, Samhita and Brahman are for karma path. Aranyaka and Upanishad are for jnana path. Samhita are the hymns and mantras. Brahman are the ritual instructions that Brahmins do when you are calling Brahmins for puja and all. They know the Brahmana. And Aranyaka are the philosophical reflection, and Upanishad are spiritual or metaphysical teachings, which I am so much interested into. I'm gonna read Upanishads. It's uh, it's in my TBR. Now the the other part of Veda, the another branch of Veda is Upaveda. It means applied knowledge. You must have heard about this. There are four types of Upaveda: Ayurveda, that means health and medicine, and second is Dhanurveda for warfare, third is Gandharva Veda for music and arts, and fourth is Arthashastra, that is for governance and economics. I am less interested in it because I am an engineer, and the only thing that's gonna help me is Upanishad because I'm much more interested in spiritual and philosophical teachings than knowing about how to throw arrows. I'm not gonna go to jump. I am not a Kshatriya. Okay, and another branch of Veda is Vedangs. Vedangs literally mean that limbs of Ved. You gotta read about Vedangs to learn how to read Veda. Veda are so complexly written that you need to learn a whole branch, a whole set of books called Vedangs to read about Veda. Vedangs are the rules, the grammatical rules, the phonetic rules, everything that you need to learn to pronounce and read everything correctly, which is written in Veda. You get it? So I am less interested in Vedas. I'm less interested in reading the whole Vedas. I don't think if I'll be able to do that because I don't think I'm not that smart. I wish I was. Anyway, uh, let's go into the other branch of the Hindu Sahitya, that is Itihas. Itihas literally means thus indeed it happened. This is what it really happened. Okay, the one problem of Hindu scriptures is it was deteriorated. It has been like mixtured a lot. मतलब बहुत छेड़छाड़ हुई है because of all this Britishers and Mughals and shit, and like libraries were burnt and a lot of knowledge was lost. A lot of knowledge got mixed up. So we don't know what is real or not. But Itihas contains two books, only two books: Ramayana, Mahabharata. We know our Itihas. We Hindus know our Itihas. Don't mind the pimple patches, guys. I've gotten a lot of pimples. Okay, this is Itihas, the history that really happened. Some of you all don't believe in it. It's okay, it's your opinion. I believe in it. Okay, the fourth branch is, so Purana literally means ancient or old knowledge. These act as accessible narratives to explain complex Vedic philosophies through stories. Many people consider them as the truth that really happened, but no, it's just the stories telling you about some knowledge, giving you some knowledge. They may or may not be true. These are just stories telling you about the complex Vedic philosophies. There are 18 Mahapurans, that means the major ones, 18 Upapurana. These are the quite famous ones, 18 Mahapurana and 18 Upapurana. But there are additionally many more Upapurans. I think there are 180 more or something, maybe more than that. Yeah, so these were like made for normal general people like me. At least, I mean, I won't even be able to read Puran in proper Sanskrit, but people who know basic Sanskrit don't know about Vedangas and all. People who can't read Vedas because they're so complex, Puranas were made for them. Okay, my explanation might be sloppy, but this is what I learned. Maybe my understanding is sloppy, who knows. I'm helping other people, other consciousness residing inside a material body to realize, to become aware about its own existence. That's why I'm making these videos. Jai Shri Krishna. Okay, so Agam. Agam is the fifth branch of Hindu Sahitya. Agam, that means that which has came down. What has came down? Knowledge and traditions. Knowledge that has been transmitted through tradition. It's mainly it's like more related to traditions than philosophies and spirituality that we are interested in. Right? It's about temple constructions, idol creation rules, ritual worship procedures, mantra usage, meditation and yoga practice, philosophy and spiritual realization. Basically, it's the foundation of modern temple worship. Okay, I am not interested in these things. That doesn't mean that they are wrong. They also hold philosophical meaning behind each and everything they do. Each and every tradition we have, there is a meaning. It's just I am more interested in the philosophy of Prakriti, about the space, about the realm we are living in and the other realms and all of that, how the world was made, who am I, why am I here, and what really is this. To understand all of this, I am more interested in that. And these are also way of getting moksha, but as I told you, being a science student, Gyan Marg is perfect for me. Okay, so there are 3 branches in Agams too: Shaiva, Vaishnava, Shakta. Shaiva are for temples that worship Shiv and his avatars. Vaishnava is for temples who worship Vishnu and his avatars. Shakta is for temples who worship Ma Shakti and her avatars. Then last, 6th branch of Hindu Sahitya, that is Darshana. It means to see or to experience. Okay, in Darshana, there are 6 types. There are 6 more branches. First is Nyaya, which is for logic and reasoning. Second is Vaishik, that tells about atomism and categories of reality. Oh my god, I'm so much interested in that. How did they know about this atomism and all? Of course it was revealed to them during the meditation. I'm so much intrigued, and I have already started meditation from the start of this year. This month I have lapsed a lot because of my new job. Uh, but let's not make any excuses. I'm gonna continue. Third is Samakya, that the thing I was talking about, dualism, Purush and Prakriti. Uh, the the consciousness that is the observer and the consciousness that is being observed. I just gave you a hint about Vedanta, more likely of Advaita Vedanta. It was like written by Sri Adi Shankaracharya. Advaita Vedanta is something that tells like the dualism that we were talking in Samakya, Purush and Prakriti. In Advaita Vedanta, Purush and Prakriti becomes one. Purush is the Prakriti. Prakriti is the Purush. Advaita, non-dualism. Okay, so fourth is yoga, practical system for spiritual liberalization. Very nice. Yoga. People like take yoga as the weird poses and difficult poses. It's much more than that. Fifth is Mimamsa. That means ritual. And why did I read it in Italian accent? I'm not sure, but yeah. It means rituals and Vedic interpretations. Sixth is Vedanta. That means the ultimate reality, Brahman and self. I'm much more interested in Vedanta. I want to know what is Brahman. I want to know what is self. I have so much thirst in me for knowledge. Okay, there's a collection of books called Dharma Shastra, which are the texts focused on Acharan, Vyavahar and Prayaschit. Why did I struggle so much to read it? Okay, Dharma Shastra are a group of texts that focus on these things. Vedants are the 6 auxiliary disciplines developed to properly understand the Vedas. So this is the whole structure of. It might not be visible my camera lens or as, but yeah, this all makes Hindu scriptures, and we are more than gonna have a deep dive into spiritual and philosophical teachings of Hindu scriptures. Till then, Hari Om.